In today's tutorial, we're going to look at a project or a program which is able to allow the user to enter some value, and that value is checked in the array to see whether it is there or not. So the question is, write a project that allows a user to enter a value and check whether it is found in the array. So some of the important thing that we need to take note of here is that the program should able to allow the user to enter a value. Okay, maybe we just number it. Okay, secondly, the value should be checked to see if it exists in the array. Okay, so these are the very most important conditions in this question. Without wasting much of your time, so let's get started. Okay, so we're just going to head to the Eclipse IDE, create a new project that we are going to work with, and this project is going to be called array contains. Okay, click finish. Okay, the project has been created, the src folder, right click, then create new class, and this class will be called array contains class. It will also have the public static void main method. Click finish. Okay, now the class has also been created. So we said the program should be able to allow the user to enter a value. So since it should be able to allow the user to enter a value, and it is something that is inputted by the user, so we're going to import scanner to be able to allow us to program this program to be able to get values from the user. So I'm going to import scanner, so I'm going to say import java.util.scanner, because scanner is found in the util package. After importing scanner, we need to create an object of it, so we're going to say scanner input is equals to new scanner system.in. okay, now after creating an object of scanner, here we are going to declare some 3 variables. The first variable will be int num, and here the other variable will be of boolean type. This is a variable which is going to help us determine whether the value is present or not. So I'm going to say boolean is present, and I'm going to set it to false. Okay, after that I'm going to create an array, okay, of int type holding 10 integers. So I'm just going to say int array, that's the name of the array, int array nums, and we are going to hard code the elements of this array. The first element will be 2, 4, 5, 1, 10, 14, 11, 20, 13, 6. We'll close the array. After declaring and initializing the array, let's write a statement to request or prompt the user to enter a number. Okay, so we're going to say system.out.print, and this is going to be enter a value to be checked in the array. Enter a value to be checked in the array, and this value is going to be stored in the num variable that we declared just above there. Okay, input using the input object that we created of scanner. Next, int, and then this is when we're going to have a for loop to check whether the number that has been entered by the user is equal to any of the numbers in the array. Okay, so I'm going to use an enhanced for loop, and this for loop will be for int number in the array that we've declared them. And we are going to check whether the number that is going to be entered by the user is equal to any of the numbers in the array. So here what we are saying, for any number, for numbers that are in the array, the loop should loop. Okay, for numbers in the array, the loop should loop, meaning it will loop for all the numbers that are in the array. So once we write this, we're going to put a condition to check whether the number that is going to be entered by the user here is going to be equal to any of the numbers that are going to be found in the loop when the loop is looping. So we're going to put some condition here. If num, since the number that has been entered by the user is stored in the num variable, so we're going to say if num is equal to number, because the number is the number that is going to be found when the loop is looping. So starting from 2, 4 and all that, so will be for number. If these two are equal, meaning our Boolean variable that we declared there is present will be set to true. Okay, then we leave the for loop. After creating now the for loop to check whether the number is present or not, we're going to now write some condition statement, some if statement, to now give the message to the user depending on whether the number is present or not. So I'm going to say if is present is equal to true, meaning the number is found, right? So if the number is found, we're going to give a message to the user telling the user to say the number is found in the array. So yes, so we're just going to say the number that you have entered is contained in the array. Okay, else, meaning the number is not what contained. So we're just going to print almost a similar statement to this one, but this time it will be something like is not contained. Just a brief summary of what we've done here. We've said the program should be able to allow the user to enter some value, so we have to import scanner so that we can be able to get values from the keyboard when the user enters something. and after importing scanner, we create an object of it here, and after creating an object of it here, we declare 3 variables here, which is num, is present, and the array. So the boolean variable which is present is initialized to false, and the array is hard coded with 10 integers. Then after declaring and initializing the variables that are here, we prompt the user to enter some value which is going to be checked in the array whether it is present, and that value is going to be stored in the num variable which is declared here. And after that, we're going to create we've created some for loop here, and this for loop is an enhanced for loop which is checking or looping through the numbers in the array, and while looping it is checking to see whether the number that has been entered by the user stored in the num variable is equal to any number that is found in the array. And if it is equal to any number that is found in the array, there is present variable which was initially set to false, it will be set to be true. Okay, after that we now come to this part of the program which just now prompts the user to tell the user to say the number that you've entered is either found in the array or it is not found in the array. So the condition here is depending on whether the is present variable is equals to true or it is equal to the initial value which is false. Okay, so let's get to run this program and see what the output would be. So yes, here you just click to save and launch. So enter a value to be checked in the array. So I'm just going to enter 10, which I know to say it is there in the variable in the array. And when I click so there is a problem somewhere, so we just get to check here. Yeah, so we specified that this number here should be printed, and we did not specify where it should come from. So here we should specify to say it should come from num, and also here num. So I'm just going to run the program again. Okay, let's get to enter the number again. I'm just going to enter 10 again, and here we are able to see 10 is contained in the array. Let's try to enter a number which we know to say it is not contained in the array. We see if it will also tell us to say it is not contained in the array. So you just run the program again and enter a number which is not present in the array. Let's take for instance 100. We know 100 is not there in the array, right? So we should be able to see 100 is not contained in the array. So this is how you get to write a program which is able to check whether the number is present in the array or not, and it allows the user to enter the value which is to be checked in the array whether it is present. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate. If you liked this video or you found it useful and sort of educative, please don't forget to hit the like button. Don't also forget to subscribe, share, and leave a comment below.